Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analysis, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. Whispers are swirling once again in the NFL rumor mill, and this time, it's about a name that sends shivers down the spine of offensive coordinators across the league: DEMARCUS Lawrence. Yes, you heard that right. The Dallas Cowboys might be preparing to shock the league with a stunning twist: the return of their veteran defensive force, after months of speculation about his future. Many believed Lawrence's time in Big D had run its course, but according to multiple internal sources and some cryptic social media posts, the possibility of his return to the Cowboys locker room is growing stronger by the day. Fans, insiders, and even some of his own teammates are starting to ask, is Tank really coming back? There hasn't been an official announcement, but something is clearly brewing behind closed doors. While nothing is set in stone, the tone within the Cowboys facility suggests a sense of anticipation, almost like they're keeping a secret. Could it be that Jerry Jones is pulling off yet another classic Dallas surprise? And if so, what does it mean for the rest of the NFC? Buckle up, because if this comeback becomes reality, the league better be ready for a new Cowboys era, one led by a familiar force. The timing of this rumor couldn't be more intriguing, just when most analysts were writing off the Cowboys' defense as a unit in desperate need of a rebuild. This news hits like a lightning bolt. DEMARCUS Lawrence has long been a symbol of grit, leadership, and sheer dominance for the Cowboys, and his absence this offseason sparked genuine concern about the defense's future. But now, there's talk that his return could be a calculated move to inject veteran leadership right when Dallas needs it most. Sources close to the team have dropped subtle hints talking about a locker room shift and the re-emergence of a defensive cornerstone. Combine that with Lawrence being seen at team facilities more frequently, and suddenly this all starts to feel real. Cowboys fans are speculating wildly, dissecting every tweet, every sideline photo, and every vague quote from Mike McCarthy. Could this be a well-orchestrated smokescreen before a blockbuster announcement? The Cowboys love spectacle, and bringing back DEMARCUS Lawrence would send a loud message not just to fans, but to the entire league. This isn't just about nostalgia, it's about unfinished business. And Lawrence returning to that star-emblazoned helmet could mark the start of a redemption arc that shakes the playoff picture. What makes this story even more compelling is how the Cowboys have operated this offseason. While other franchises made splashy trades and expensive free agent signings, Dallas remained oddly quiet, almost too quiet. Critics labeled their strategy passive, but now it's starting to look more like patience. If Lawrence has been in the plans all along, it reframes the Cowboys' approach as one of strategic restraint, saving their biggest move for the perfect moment. And let's be honest, DEMARCUS Lawrence isn't just any player. He's the heart and soul of this defense, the guy who rallies teammates and sets the tone with his relentless motor. Bringing him back wouldn't just improve the edge rush, it could energize the entire roster. Imagine the morale boost, the media frenzy, the fan excitement. The Cowboys have always thrived in the spotlight, and this kind of move plays directly into their identity. Jerry Jones knows how to control a narrative, and there's no better storyline than a homegrown warrior returning for one last campaign. The league may not be ready, but it sure feels like Dallas is. And if Lawrence is coming back, don't be surprised if the Cowboys suddenly become the most dangerous sleeper team in the NFC. Let's not forget that Lawrence never really lost a step. Even in seasons where injuries slowed him down, his presence on the field remained disruptive. His ability to collapse pockets, force fumbles, and demand double teams made life easier for everyone around him, with Micah Parsons continuing to evolve into one of the league's premier defenders. Imagine pairing him once again with a fully healthy DEMARCUS Lawrence. That duo alone could wreak havoc across offensive lines. The Cowboys' defense, which struggled with consistency last season, could suddenly look ferocious again. And there's a deeper layer to all this. Lawrence's connection to Dallas isn't just professional. It's personal. He's invested in the community, beloved by the fan base, and respected within the locker room. If he returns, it's not just for a paycheck. It's because he believes in what this team is building. And with the NFC East as competitive as ever, Dallas needs every edge it can get. Lawrence could be the missing piece, the veteran anchor who holds everything together. He doesn't need to prove anything, but you better believe he wants to. And if the stars are aligning, then the return of 90 might be closer than we think. The silence from the Cowboys front office only adds fuel to the fire. Typically, Jerry Jones can't resist a good media moment, so why the radio silence now? Some insiders suggest it's intentional that Dallas is playing this close to the chest to maximize the impact when the news finally drops. It's a classic Cowboys tactic: create buzz, feed the hype, then dominate the headlines. And the timing couldn't be better. Training camp is around the corner, and what better way to kick things off than with a franchise legend walking through the gates once more? Fans are already buzzing, posting throwback highlights and speculating on potential defensive formations. Even opposing teams have started to take notice, with whispers from around the league suggesting coordinators are preparing for the possibility of a Lawrence-led front seven. If this turns out to be true, Dallas could be executing one of the smartest offseason strategies in recent memory. They held their cards tight, avoided overpaying in free agency, and now might be bringing back a Pro Bowl caliber defender without the league even seeing it coming. The Cowboys may have just turned a quiet offseason into a thunderous statement, without saying a single word. From a locker room chemistry standpoint, the return of Lawrence would be monumental. Young players like Mozzie Smith, Sam Williams, and even Micah Parsons look up to him not just as a leader, but as a blueprint for sustained success in the NFL. His presence provides stability. His work ethic is contagious, and his voice carries weight. And let's face it, the Cowboys' defense last season lacked that veteran fire in crucial moments. They were good, but not great. Bringing Lawrence back could elevate them into the elite tier. And think about the storylines: a returning hero, unfinished business, one last shot at glory. That's the kind of narrative that unites a team and electrifies a fan base. It's the stuff of documentaries, of legends. This isn't just another signing. It's potentially the emotional heartbeat of a Super Bowl run. And if there's one thing we know about the NFL, it's that momentum matters. One spark can ignite a championship flame. Could DEMARCUS Lawrence be that spark? All signs seem to be pointing towards something big, and if it's what we think it is, then the entire league might want to keep an eye on what's happening down in Dallas. There's also a strategic element here that can't be ignored. With DeMarcus Lawrence returning, the Cowboys wouldn't just be getting a proven pass rusher, they'd be gaining flexibility. Defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, known for his creative fronts, would have more tools in his arsenal. He could rotate Lawrence and Parsons, run hybrid packages, and confuse quarterbacks with unpredictable pressures. That type of versatility is a defensive coordinator's dream, and it could be the difference between a wild card exit and a deep playoff run. Plus, Lawrence brings postseason experience, which is invaluable for a team looking to take the next step. He knows what January football feels like. He knows the intensity, the stakes, the mental grind, and he's hungry. Sources close to the players say that Lawrence feels like he still has something to prove, that he's not done. Not by a long shot. That kind of mindset can transform a team. The Cowboys don't just need talent, they need belief. And if Lawrence is indeed suiting up again, he brings with him a mindset that could redefine the Cowboys culture. It's more than just X and O's, it's about setting a tone, planting a flag, and going to war with a purpose. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Financially, the move makes sense too. Unlike previous years where cap space was tight and Dallas had to restructure deals just to make room for rookies, this offseason saw the Cowboys playing things cautiously. They avoided the temptation of big-name free agents, resisted overpaying for veterans, and now sit with enough flexibility to absorb a deal like Lawrence's. And let's be clear, if he's returning, it's likely under a team-friendly contract. That means they're getting elite production at a bargain. It's a low-risk, high-reward scenario that few franchises manage to pull off. And because of the familiarity between Lawrence and the coaching staff, there's no learning curve, no transition period. He knows the playbook, the personnel, and the expectations. In a league where every snap matters, that familiarity could be crucial. While other teams scramble to build cohesion, the Cowboys might already have it with one simple move. It's efficient, it's smart, and it's classic Dallas. If they truly pull this off, don't be surprised if analysts start reevaluating the Cowboys' chances this season. Because this isn't just about defense, it's about sending a message. Dallas is back, and they're doing it their way, but we can't ignore the skeptics either. Some are questioning whether Lawrence, now in the later stages of his career, can still perform at a high level, they wonder if this is a nostalgia move. A feel-good story that doesn't translate to wins. Those concerns are valid, but here's the thing. Lawrence has heard it all before. Every time he's been doubted, he's responded with ferocity. And based on the footage from recent workouts, he still looks explosive, still looks driven. This isn't a player riding on past glory, this is a man with something to prove. And if there's one thing history has taught us, it's that betting against DeMarcus Lawrence is usually a bad idea. His return wouldn't be about reliving the past. It would be about finishing what he started. He's not coming back to ride the bench, he's coming back to dominate, and if the Cowboys believe in that vision, then fans might be in for one of the most exciting seasons in recent memory. Sometimes the best moves are the ones no one sees coming. And right now, all signs are pointing to a move that could shake the entire NFC landscape. As we wait for confirmation, the excitement continues to build. Social media is ablaze with speculation. Local Dallas reporters are sniffing around, and fan forums are lighting up with theories and sightings. Some claim Lawrence has already been at practice in unofficial capacity. Others believe the team is waiting for the perfect PR moment, a jersey reveal, a media day surprise, or perhaps a training camp bombshell. Whatever the case, the vibe is undeniable. Something's coming, and it might just be no 90. Storming back onto the field with that signature scowl, ready to terrorize quarterbacks again. The Cowboys have a history of dramatic returns, and this would fit the script perfectly for now. We're left piecing together the clues, watching the signs, and waiting for that inevitable alert on our phones, because when the news finally drops, it won't just be a transaction, it'll be a statement, a reminder that in the NFL, legends don't always fade away. Sometimes they return stronger, smarter, and more determined than ever. And if DeMarcus Lawrence is truly on his way back to AT&T Stadium, the rest of the league better watch their blind side. The tank might be rolling once again. Whether you're a die-hard Cowboys fan, a casual NFL observer, or a rival rooting for Dallas to fall, you can't ignore the implications of this potential return. DeMarcus Lawrence isn't just a player, he's a presence. He changes game plans, tilts matchups, and brings out the best in those around him. If the rumors are true, and if this move is real, then the Cowboys just pulled off one of the most impactful decisions of the offseason, and they did it with precision, patience, and a little bit of mystery. That's the Cowboys way. Bold, unpredictable, and always theatrical. So stay tuned, because this story is far from over. As always, we'll keep watching, waiting, and breaking it all down right here. Until we get official word, we'll treat it as what it is, a tantalizing possibility. But if the tank is really returning to Dallas, then the NFL might be in for one of the most unforgettable comeback stories of the decade. You can almost hear the rumble, and when DeMarcus Lawrence finally steps back onto that field, one thing's for sure, the Cowboys won't be sneaking up on anyone. They'll be charging, head on, with the tank leading the way. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.